All right, Bob, you want to bring this back to us? and
Do you have
discuss?
that, Jessica, do you have an answer to?
Oh, yeah.
the
Okay,
question?
so, yeah, he had originally submitted the labor
Right.
for 12,960, Bob asked,
Mm-hmm,
or the materials
yes.
for 12,960, Bob asked what was the labor, I got this, but then questioned why the materials,
So, I got my answer on that one. He said he originally quoted the actual actuator valves, but when he looked back for ones they'd done in the past, they realized the extra materials, supplies and things they needed, and that's what that is, they actually went to. Now, he said, I did it on the high side because we may not need all the materials. We may have, enough there that we don't need to get some of it. He wanted to quote it on the high side just to be on the safe side. So that's what that difference is, about $400.
okay. So with labor and materials, the 4 sand filter
Mhm.
beds
Mhm.
would be 18,067.
And this allows what?
Allows us to have all 5 sand filter beds we can work with, just like we have 7 different spray zones. It allows us to rotate around sand filter beds, cause we're just
So
limping
what
along.
did we do last year?
We've been limping along with one. We actually had the second valve in the new one, but it was just, when I first ran it, the coliform was so high, I didn't wanna continue running it. It's one of those things where you have to run it a little bit at a time, get enough chlorine there, cause you don't wanna have your chlorine sample fail at the lab. So right now, we're gonna be relying on that. That's the one that's starting this year. The one we actually used last year, that valve had failed. So that's one of the 4 that has failed. So this is a new valve and new sand filter bed for us to work off of, cause we've not worked off of it
This is
consistently.
get all 5 sand beds.
We wanna get all 5 of them going. Yes, that's correct.
Well, this is one of the things we talked about, raising rates for, was to
Mhm.
pay for some of the improvements repairs that we need to make up on top of the hill, so if you need a motion,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're discussing this, so I would entertain a motion.
I make a
For-
motion to accept the quote for $18,000 from RC Worst to replace the 4 sand bed valves.
I second that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay.
Something else while